The FGM-148 Javelin is a man-portable fire-and-forget anti-tank missile manufactured in the United States by Texas Instruments, which is now Raytheon Missile Systems, and Martin Marietta, which is now Lockheed Martin. Javelin is a fire-and-forget missile with lock-on before launch and automatic self-guidance. In 1991, the first test flight of Javelin succeeded. The first firing test was successful in 1994, with the missile hitting the target at a range of 2,000 meters. The Javelin has a maximum range of 2,500 meters. Recently, the manufacturer developed a version of the Javelin with a range of 4,750 meters. The FGM-148 Javelin entered mass production in 1995 and was deployed to the U.S. Army and Marine Corps in 1996. The Javelin has been sold to around 20 nations, including Australia, France, United Kingdom, and many more. It is capable of destroying any existing main battle tanks in the world, as the Javelin's heat warhead is capable of defeating modern tanks by hitting them from above where their armor is the thinnest. It is also useful against fortifications in a direct attack flight. It can reach a peak altitude of 150 meters in top attack mode and 60 meters in direct fire mode. Combat history. The Javelin was used by the U.S. Army, the U.S. Marine Corps, and the Australian Special Forces in the 2003 invasion of Iraq on Iraqi Type 69 and Lion of Babylon tanks. During the Battle of Tobacco Pass, a platoon of U.S. Special Forces soldiers equipped with javelins destroyed 2 T-55 tanks, 8 armored personnel carriers, and 4 troop trucks. During the war in Afghanistan, the Javelin was used effectively in counterinsurgency operations. As of January 2019, over 5,000 Javelin missiles have been fired in combat. In the Russian-Ukrainian war this week, 15 T-72 tanks were destroyed or damaged by the Ukrainian forces using the Javelin missiles near Glukov in the country's east the last 2 days. 80 tanks and 516 armored vehicles of Russia were destroyed so far by all anti-tank missiles combined. So how does the Javelin system work? The Javelin missile system is operated by a crew of 2. It consists of 2 parts, including the Command Launch Unit (CLU) and launcher tube with missile. The CLU is reusable, however the launching tube is not. Before each shot, the operator must attach a missile-carrying tube to the CLU, and after each shot, the operator will remove the empty tube and attach another one with missile for the next shot. The CLU includes numerous thermal imager for surveillance, reconnaissance, and target prioritization. It is capable of operating at night and in any weather conditions. Depending on the ambient conditions, the gunner can select the optimal channel, and when the gunner determines the target, coordinates are sent to the missile seeker. Before firing, the missile locks on to the target, and during the flight, it guides automatically. During that period, the operator can remove an empty tube from the CLU and replace it with another tube containing a missile. It takes around 15 seconds to do that. The missile is equipped with imaging infrared seeker, and the missile has an 8.4 kilogram tandem-shaped charge warhead. A precursor warhead detonates any explosive reactive armor, and the primary warhead penetrates the base armor. There are 2 modes of attack: top attack and direct attack. Tanks and other armored vehicles are engaged using the top attack flying mode. Following the launch, the missile rises and then falls towards the target. Because most main battle tanks have only a minimum level of armor protection in the upper half of the turret, this tactic is ideal for destroying them. In direct attack mode, the missile flies directly to the target. This mode is used to engage structures, bunkers, weapon crews, and enemy troop concentrations. The Javelin can also engage low-flying helicopters in direct assault mode. Do the Ukrainians have enough Javelins to stop the Russians? The quantity of US-made Javelin anti-tank missile system on Ukrainian territory exceeds that of several NATO nations. In 2018, Ukraine purchased 210 missiles and 37 launchers. In 21 June 2020, they again received 150 missiles and 10 launchers. The US again sent 300 missiles to Ukraine, followed by another 180 missiles and 30 launchers in October 2021. Before 2022, they have approximately 377 launchers and 1,200 missiles, according to few sources. According to a November 2021 article, they had already utilized them a few times. Ukraine has such faith in the Javelin system that the country's defense commander recently stated that his faith in the armed forces is as effective as the shoulder-fired rocket. The missiles are not cheap, costing around $80,000 apiece, and despite Russia's improved armoring tactics, the weapon has the potential to inflict a devastating blow to sophisticated battle tanks, especially with a new tandem charge designed to penetrate even reactive armor. The Javelin delivery may slow down Russian ground invasion in Ukraine. The Javelin had enough range, power, and accuracy for dismounted infantry to counter standoff engagement tactics employed by enemy weapons. With good locks, the missile is the most effective against vehicles, caves, fortified positions, and individual personnel. If enemy forces were inside a cave, a javelin fired into the mouth of the cave would destroy it from the inside, which would not be possible from the outside using heavy mortars.